That's probably the most annoying thing about running a little compressor is the noise that those things put out. All right, everybody. I wanted to take a minute and talk about Makita's fairly new line of quiet compressors. We put these compressors in about a year ago. They've just been terrific little units for us. That's probably the most annoying thing about running a little compressor is the noise that those things put out. You know, everybody has to listen to that all day long. Whether it's you or your clients, if you're doing a remodel and somebody's there, you know, they can listen to that compressor. It's just not a very pleasant thing to listen to. So these are the Quiet Series compressors, and I'm gonna turn one on in a minute. But just to go through them real quickly, they've got the small one down there, which is the Mac 100Q. We've got the Mac 210Q and the Mac 320. So obviously each one steps up in power. The Mac 100 there comes in at 58 decibels. The other two come in at 60 decibels, so just a tad louder, nothing really that serious. But the one on the end, the small one, will run 2 brad guns, a trim gun, no problem. You know, very lightweight, can pick it up, take it upstairs and work and not bother people again because of it. It's nice and quiet. The next one here will run a couple of brad guns, a couple of trim guns, no problem. It will run a framing gun. However, if you're getting into a plywood where you're nailing off plywood, you're gonna outpace that compressor. So if you're doing that type of work or anticipate doing that type of work, that's probably not the unit for you. Then they got the 320, where you could run a framing gun off of that. If you're just framing, you could do two guns. Probably in a plywood situation, you could run 1 gun, no problem. But again, key is they're nice and quiet. And the big one has two outlets on it, so you can run 2 different hoses off of it. Those 2, you'd have to put a T on them to run multiple guns. But let me turn it on now so you can just see how quiet these things are. So that's the biggest one running in the background. I'm sitting here having a conversation with you, and we just wouldn't be able to do that with one of those little pancake ones in the background just screaming at you. It seems less than 2 feet away from me, and I'm really not straining to talk to you or you know, have a conversation so that you can hear me. So Makita's Quiet Series compressors, come on in and check them out. I think you'd be real happy stepping into a Quiet Series compressor.